Welcome to Ophiuchus Tarot. We are back again with another channel message for the collective. We are just going to jump right in and get started. Oh, but before we do, I just want to take a moment and say hi and welcome to new subscribers. I am so happy to have you on board with us. Thank you for becoming part of the Ophiuchus tribe. As always, it is an absolute honor and blessing to read for each and every single one of you. That being said, now we're going to jump in. We did have a couple of jumpers here. We have the Seven of Cups in reverse, the Tower in reverse, and the Queen of Wands in reverse. I did hear the Stalker when this came out, so I don't know if someone is passionately looking you up, but I don't feel like they're doing it for the best of reasons. I feel like they're seeing something very clearly in retrospect, a reason as to why things fell down. I don't know if they're looking at you and kind of pointing the finger like maybe it's your fault. I feel like this person's not taking responsibility for their own actions and the role that they played in the situation that kind of came to a close. I don't know if someone's going to be coming up to you soon trying to cause some trouble, pointing a finger at you, saying that you had something to do with the downfall of maybe their relationship or the stability they had at work or just something. And I feel like the only thing I feel like you're doing is shining and standing out, and this person is kind of latching onto it because they can't take full responsibility for their actions. So they're looking for someone to point a finger at. And I feel like, collective, you might just be caught in the crossfire of this ridiculousness. They could be looking you up and trying to find out more information about you. So, be careful what you post. And if you post, where you're at, make sure it's not where you're at, but, where you've been, even if it's like just been. I feel like that's, common knowledge, but I feel like at the same time, it kind of needs to be said. I just feel like you've got a weird, I don't know, somebody who's looking into you that, doesn't have good intentions. They want to be nosy, or they want to compare themselves to you. It's something like that. Or they want to actually step towards you face to face and point the finger and say that you did something. I do kind of get that energy. Like if you were in the same place as them, you end up at, a random store or wherever. I do feel like this person would say something. They would sound off their rocker, but they'd say something, We do have the Knight of Wands in reverse. So there's no quick forward movement. We have Two of Swords in reverse. I hear the choice has been made. I feel like the choice has been made to move forward. It's like there's no more confusion. I feel like there was a halted movement in a certain situation. I don't know if this is for you. I kind of get the feeling that this could be your energy, but I do feel more along the lines of this is someone who wants to come towards you and speak some sort of a truth. These are the arrows of love, and I do kind of feel like there is someone who wants to come towards you, but I feel like they want to communicate first. This may be through text message, through email, maybe talk on the phone type of energy. I feel like this person's not going to rush in physically, but I feel like they are being very quick-witted and passionate. And I do hear witty, so kind of like either over the phone or through text message. So something like that. We do have the Five of Cups. Yeah, I feel like this person's seeing that maybe you don't have to be a missed opportunity. Yeah, I do feel like this person very clearly sees your value and that you're there, that you're an option. We have the Five of Wands. Yeah, I feel like maybe they feel like they don't have to compete in this particular situation, or there won't really be any fighting or miscommunications, maybe if they come at you a certain way. I feel like maybe they weren't in the past, and that's why they didn't rush in, that maybe there would be some arguments or some harsh words. There might have been some sort of a past to this situation. There might have been a breakdown in this situation. previously. I feel like there's been time in between. So, you know, weeks, a month, years kind of thing. What are you? You're jumping. We have Temperance in reverse here. I feel like you throw this person off balance. Or this person's been thrown off balance in this situation. We have the Seven of Wands in reverse. Yeah, I just kind of feel like they're not waiting anymore. They're not waiting for... I very clearly heard for the shit to hit the fan. So I feel like they're not waiting for that anymore. They're stepping towards you. I feel like they're not at their full confidence, but I feel like they're confident enough where they can get their messages across just to check your temperature. I feel like this has taken a lot of strength for this person to do. I feel like this person probably doesn't love any type of arguments or harsh energy. I am kind of getting that. And it's like, if it's going to be that way, I feel like they would have rather avoid the situation. Yeah, but I feel like it is their wish to come towards you, to give something a try, to give this passion. I feel like this person has passion for you, and I feel like they've been waiting for quite a while. I feel like if this goes well, they will charge in and communicate. I feel like they just want to check and see if you're receptive or not. I feel like they can create justice and balance in the situation where there hasn't been. Yeah, with a new opportunity. A small one, but you know, it's okay to start small. I feel like this person is just taking it step by step. Yeah, they know if they do that, they can create happiness in the situation. I really like that. Yeah, turn into the Queen of Pentacles. Then they can, yeah, take their steps, find happiness, and then start nurturing this in different ways. You know, really investing in this situation between the two of you. I really love that. Okay. Anything else, Spirit? Oh. Three of Cups in reverse. I feel like no more people involved in this situation. I feel like maybe someone was dating around before. That could have been what the stuff with the, you know, issues were in the back of this situation. This could have been two young people who were dating around, and maybe one got their feelings hurt over the situation. Something along those lines. I kind of feel like, or maybe someone wasn't serious when someone wanted to be serious kind of energy. I feel like one person was really serious and the other was just looking to have fun. Yeah. I feel like they're just hoping that you are going to accept the offer that they're putting out there. I feel like that's the one and only worry, only because they're only doing one step at a time. So they're not thinking further into it. They're only thinking, okay, first things first, a communication. So if that's taken well, then, you know, I'll worry about the next step. But they're not going to worry about all the steps until they take the first one, which I think is really intelligent. Yeah, I feel like they've been stuck in their head when it comes to this situation. Maybe for quite a while, this has been in the back of their mind. This person may have had a lot of options in love, a lot of choices, but I feel like maybe they're just realizing that you're the one they want to choose. I hear a chance to actually make something stable. So I don't know if maybe they had tried with other people to do the relationship thing, or maybe they even weren't ready for the relationship thing. I feel like one looks more frightening than the others, and I kind of get the feeling that that's the one that has the relationship on it. So this person just might not have been ready for that type of thing, not ready for commitment. We have Death in reverse, so that's that bringing it back up and around and rebirthing this situation. Yeah, it's all up to you. You can choose to say yes to this interaction, and it might start a chain of events that lead somewhere really beautiful, or you could say no. It is entirely up to you, but Spirit is just allowing you to know that this opportunity may be presenting itself very soon. Okay? Really beautiful energy. I love that. I feel like there's been quite a bit of time to mature in this situation as well. All right, let's see. I was drawn to this deck as well. These light pastel type colors were really kind of drawing my eye this morning. So let's see. What does Spirit have to say? Spy. Oh my. Somebody's looking into you. Who is it? What do they want? Divorce in reverse. Okay, this could be an ex-partner who's looking into you, looking to see if they can come back into your good graces. They can start all over again. This doesn't have to be someone you are married to, although it could be. I feel like this is just more or less a very committed relationship. Maybe one that fell apart. Let's see. They might have accused you of being a gold digger, or you might have accused this person of being a gold digger. And they still might be. Let's see. I'm curious. We have sexuality in reverse. Yeah, I don't know if this person was just looking into you because they needed stability. With this sexuality in reverse, it almost kind of seems like maybe they weren't showing you that they were attracted to you, and it was more or less just for what you could provide. I do hear almighty dollar, so give it time. And I feel like maybe you were just over giving this time for this person to kind of come around and to start nurturing this situation too. We do have they'll be back, but in reverse. I feel like this is someone that you've made a decision that maybe only wanted you for what you could provide. I feel like it might have been really, really obvious as well. They might have even said so much as, well, I'm not really attracted to you, but, you know, since you're interested in me kind of thing. I don't love it. Yeah, look, we have open up your heart in reverse. Pregnancy in reverse. So this person didn't want to grow with you. They didn't want to make a family with you. They just wanted to be supported by you. Sounds like a really crappy deal. And I feel like this person could, yeah, look, this person's coming back in. They want to go another cycle with you. I don't think they have anything new to offer. Communication. They're not even good with their communication. Yeah, they're hoping for a yes. I feel like it says luck is on your side. So I feel like you're going to see right through this. You do have pets. I don't know. This person may come in and try to surprise you with a pet or something outlandish to try and get your attention. Yeah, they're making a gamble here about whether or not they can get back in. Yeah, this person's narcissistic. Just be really careful about those who are coming in, especially if you've known them in the past not to be the most reliable or upfront and honest, loyal. I feel like if that type of person is coming back around, really, really take your time. I feel like someone who's looking for really fast, it's like a really fast turnaround and to kind of hop in and have everything they had before without actually, they're looking for instant gratification with you. And I feel like if you take this really, really slow, like you should, and not really let this person back in the way that they were, like right off the bat, I feel like this person is going to lose interest very quickly. And because they never actually had interest in you, they just want the situation and the stability back. I feel like, you know, this person doesn't really have staying power. They're looking for that instant gratification. And if you can't provide that, they're off and running in another direction, trying to run another scheme with somebody else. They might even be trying to scheme on you and someone else at the same time to see which looks better to them. Do you know what I mean? This is that type of person. We have an air sign in reverse, so they're very mentally manipulative. That's how you know what I'm talking about. And they take advantage of things in the physical. Yeah, they're not looking for a honeymoon period. They're not looking to have the happy back or anything like that. I feel like they're not even willing to try to. It's like you already see me for who I am. So it's like if you're taking me back, you're allowing me to continue with my bad behavior. That's basically how they're looking at it. I don't even think they're trying to hide who they actually are anymore. This person's a bit horrendous. So that's that. That might be coming back in. So that's good to kind of be aware of. All right. Wow, wow. What do we want here? I think I want this one. Let's go with this deck here. All right, Spirit. What do we have for the collective here? All right, what do we have? Yeah, just protect yourself from that past reading, that person. I feel like that is something. What is this? Old school, outdated thinking, conditioning, replaying events over in your head. Yeah, karmic relationship. Okay, so you may be having a hard time healing from a past situation, or maybe certain things still kind of trigger that broken heart in you from this past karmic relationship. This could have been someone that you really spent a lot of time with, maybe quite a few years as well. Just know that a healing process is not an overnight thing, and you can be over it for a while and then still have a wave of it come back and hit you years later. And that's not, that doesn't mean you didn't heal. So don't berate yourself. You know, things come up from the depths of us that come up for us to be seen so we can heal them. Just old blocks that stop us from stepping forward in our happiness and our authenticity. You know, so just be patient with yourself. I do feel like things like that could be surfacing right now. We do have the ship, yeah, surfacing. It says cutting ties, moving on, receiving what you need, progression, and arriving. Yeah, I do feel like you're progressing in the right direction. And it's okay for these things to bubble up from the depths of you. They're supposed to. You know, maybe this person had you in a situation where you always felt like it was never good enough. Everything that you did was never good enough. And that will kind of manifest itself in different ways in your life, in different areas of your life. So if it's bubbling up to be transmuted and to be looked at, you know, maybe under a magnifying glass, just so you can kind of see what it is for what it is, and then lay that thought or that way that you start, it's like you're seeing yourself through that, I want to say the abuser's eyes. I want to say that you're seeing yourself through the eyes of the person who didn't value you, and the way that they kind of maybe made you feel about yourself has stuck. And I feel like Spirit's trying to say you need to release that, because you're not that. You know, you're not that person you were then. I feel like maybe you look like you feel like you're under a microscope, like people are actually watching you to see how you're doing. This could have been a narcissistic relationship. This could have been someone who really broke you down and brought you back to like bare bones. So you had to rebuild from the bottom up, or you are rebuilding from the bottom up. Be patient with yourself, and I would say find someone you could really talk to, and I feel like that would be a good thing. Maybe you have to catch up with friends or something. Find someone that you trust, or a family member that you can really confide in. I feel like, or a mental health professional. I just feel like that would really be helpful, and it would help you really kind of straighten out your mind when it comes to all the things that you still question, right? I feel like maybe you're thinking so much time has passed, I should be over this, or I should be past this by now. Maybe you're still willing to almost pick up the phone for that past person because you still want them to eventually find value in all that you gave in the past, you know? And I feel like that's a trauma bond and a trauma response. And I kind of feel like it's almost like it's being called up for you to heal, so you could find something true, so you could see with clarity, so you can have, you know, this uplifting energy come back in for you. You can honor and protect yourself. And you can make really good decisions for yourself moving forward, who's right for you and who's not, and how to speak up. Because I feel like, you know, in a lot of these types of situations, they tend to silence the person that they're their victim. They tend to silence their victims. And sometimes it takes a long time to come out of that quiet. So get to the point where you can start to speak up. You know, you might even want to tell your story someday about how you survived this or what you did to heal from this. It could become a page in someone else's survival guide. So don't look at it as a bad thing that you're not where you kind of projected in your mind for you to be at this time. Just kind of, yeah, I feel like cut those things out. I feel like stop berating yourself for where you haven't gotten to yet. It's like, and start being compassionate and kind and understanding. Be all the things that that person couldn't be for you, and do that for yourself. And I feel like that self-love right there is going to bring you so far. Yeah, we do have Girl with a Snake. It says charmed or used, enable boundaries. Yes, and I feel like creating those really gorgeous boundaries in your life, those healthy boundaries, are really going to take you far as well. This is all a learning process. You're in your Phoenix phase. There is, you know, that is actually such a beautiful phase to be in. And a really exciting one too, if you look at it from a different perspective. I feel like you're looking at it as I haven't gotten to where I want to be yet, and then maybe kind of feeling down about that. But what you need to do is look around and say, you know what, I've already come so far. I'm doing pretty good. And, you know, take stock of that first, and then realize you're in the paintbrush stage. You can literally create anything from where you're standing right now. You can recreate and build yourself back up stronger and wiser from all these experiences. Yes, they were tough, but you are tougher. If you're in this Phoenix phase, honey, you're tougher. So just, you know, I would say embrace this phase, this coming back to life, this finding what you love, finding your voice. Super important. Really, really beautiful energy. Gorgeous. Eventually you'll get back to a point where maybe you'll want to start dating, or maybe you'll want to start inviting love into your life. Maybe that's what you want to do, but you still feel like you're not quite ready. That's okay not to be ready. Like I said, talking to a mental health professional could really help you kind of sort these, or someone close to you who can just hear you. Maybe sometimes we find what we really want in our words when after we spit them out, right? It helps us see with clarity what we're actually thinking and feeling. So you might have one of those epiphany moments, and you might still be running from certain things out of fear of really addressing them and seeing them, but that's okay. These are timing things. It's like when the timing is right, you'll dig down even more and pull up these things that no longer resonate. We have unconditional love with blowing kisses, fairness and love and affection returned. And I feel like that's something to strive for in the future. And I feel like the unconditional love, you should be giving that to yourself first. And when you feel like you're full and you're all filled up with love, and it doesn't have to be from someone outside of you, that's maybe when it's time to look outside of yourself to maybe pull in extra love. I just feel like maybe that's how you'll know, is when you feel like you don't need to have any outside validation from anyone. I feel like that might be the time that you can honestly step into something new, authentically, right? So don't worry. Create your paradise right now. Shock yourself. I feel like shock yourself just by becoming the best version of yourself and giving yourself that space to do so. Enjoy that Phoenix moment. I feel like it's so beautiful and it's so important. You're at that rebuilding stage. Create you the way you want to be, and step forward as that beautiful version of yourself that you have in your mind. I feel like every day make that conscious choice to step forward as that person, and it's not a fake it till you make it. It's a, I know who I am and I'm getting there. So I'm going to keep stepping forward in my, putting my best foot forward is kind of what I'm seeing. Beautiful, beautiful energy. I feel like, you know, I do feel like you're being recognized by Spirit as you take these really big steps towards recreating yourself and finding your happiness again in life. Big hugs to you. I feel like that's such a gorgeous, gorgeous energy. All right. Did we do this one yet? Did I do this yet? I don't remember, but we're doing it. All right, let's see, Spirit. I don't know what we're going to get here. These cards sometimes, these different decks of cards sometimes give strange stories, but we'll see whatever they are. Ooh, commitment, marriage, promises, and fidelity. Intuition and possibilities. This is gorgeous energy. I'm not used to this coming from these decks of cards. I do feel like you've got some really... a really new, interesting possibility coming up in love. And I feel like intuitively, you know that this is the right type of person for you. Yeah, let's see. What else do we have, Spirit? Oh, what do we have? Resistance, a secret admirer, suppressing and timid. You may have someone who absolutely adores you, but they're maybe too nervous to tell you, too shy to tell you. I feel like instinctively you might know this. I feel like you're really into this person as well. Maybe you're just waiting for them to kind of open the doorway to you, but you might kind of have to... This could be a past life soulmate as well. We have intimacy. I feel like that you or this person really want to create this really beautiful bond with each other. I feel like you both know that it's possible. We have elusive. I don't feel like it has anything to do with deception or trickery or dishonesty. I just feel like maybe one might be hermit-like and maybe hard to kind of pin down. I don't know if this person is just so used to doing their own thing that they don't really look outside of themselves. So this person may have a thing for you, but maybe just decided never to say anything. It's like too shy to say something, so I just go on about my business kind of energy is what I hear. I feel like this person would be too shy to know what your answer is. It's like, even if it's good, then that opens the door up to like even more shy moments. And maybe this person doesn't love that uncomfortable feeling. But I feel like once that intimacy bond is created there, this person would be more open and probably very colorful. And I don't know, I bet this person's inner world is really bright and beautiful. That's just kind of what I'm getting from this. So we have bitterness in reverse. I don't know if someone was kind of bitter about the fact that this person never said anything, or so now I don't know if it's this person or maybe you might be this timid person that has never said anything and just kind of let it fall to the wayside. There is lusting here, forbidden, non-committal, and sexual energy. One or both of you might have looked at the other as being maybe this type of person in the past, only because I feel like there's an insane amount of attraction and chemistry here. There's a lot of sparks. I feel like this could actually end in a commitment if this actually comes in and that bond is created. I feel like maybe there was heavier boundaries in the past and maybe some conflict. I feel like someone could have been going through an emotional storm, or both people could have been going through an emotional storm. You know, everybody goes through those in their life. It's not always so visible on the outside with, you know, as to whatever someone is dealing with on the inside. So maybe this is something that wasn't common knowledge. Maybe it was common knowledge that this person was going through something, but maybe the depth of what this person was going through wasn't completely obvious. So that could have been a reason for the heavy boundaries and a bit of conflict. I feel like the chemistry might have even scared someone off. They might have assumed that it was just like a fleeting thing, like it would just be a sexual thing and then it would be done. So they might have escaped that, avoiding that situation. Yeah. They may have memories, though, of loyalty. You know, I feel like this person is looking back and seeing a loyal heart, maybe where they saw something different in the past. A lot of times when we see people through fears of our own, we sort of project things onto them that maybe aren't true, or I feel like this could have been happening, and maybe in both directions. Both of you could have been seeing things in each other that weren't necessarily there. Maybe were more of a projection. Someone could have been seeing through the eyes of hurt and turmoil, emotional turmoil, and maybe that caused a sense of distrust when it came to really opening up and becoming vulnerable at that time. So I do feel like this is a past situation, but I think somebody is seeing that maybe this heart has always been loyal to them, or maybe this person that you're dealing with, maybe their heart is still loyal to you, and maybe they're realizing that. Maybe they're seeing back and looking back at the memories and thinking, you know, maybe I took that in the wrong way. Or, yeah, I feel like maybe this person's coming to a bit of a breaking point when it comes to maybe what they're realizing. We do have stress. Someone could be stressed about maybe, I don't know if I want to say almost stressed over the loss of this person. This person could be a divine feminine, or you could be the divine feminine. But it could just be a loss over the nurturing of this connection. You know, this person could be seeing with clarity. Maybe you've taken your energy back and started to move in a different direction. You could have been loyal to this person for years by heart, but never did anything about it. Never made a move towards that person, never kind of put it out there, and just decided that maybe if this person was interested, maybe you just assumed that they would come to you. It could be something along those lines, and now maybe this person is stressed because they're seeing that you're moving in a new direction. And maybe they're hoping that you still could be loyal to them in this situation. I feel like there's a sense of loss here. They might have to open up their heart, or you might have to open up, you both might have to open up and become vulnerable with each other. Like I said, if that bond here, that intimacy bond is built between the two of you, where both of you are receptive and empathetic and vulnerable with each other, really, I see this going the long haul. It's just that beginning leap, I feel like that could be the stressor. I feel like somebody could be sad about you not being in their life, or not being a future possibility. Or you could even be feeling this way when it comes to this person. Maybe you've been sad about this, wishing that this person would have seen you with more clarity. But I feel like you might be that shy, timid person that wouldn't really put themselves out there to say, well, this is what I was actually feeling, or this is what I was actually thinking. You wouldn't kind of chase this person or hunt them down to actually give that information. I do believe if they came towards you and had a heart-to-heart with you, you might be more willing to kind of open up to this person and become a little more vulnerable. So let's see. Yeah, I feel like maybe both of you are a bit conflicted as to kind of how to move forward. I don't feel like this has to do with multiple choices. Maybe in the past, that could have been something where this person had a bunch of choices and they didn't choose you. Or could be the other way around. You had a bunch of choices and you didn't choose them. Could go either way. I don't know if maybe now like I said, I feel like there is some sort of sorrow. I feel like your energy is not where it used to be. And I feel like someone is really feeling that. Someone is really feeling the loss of your nurturing this situation and your hopefulness about it coming around in the future. There could be an apology coming, and it could have some depth of love and awareness of the situation with it. I feel like this person is hoping with that apology and maybe that truth that they can manifest this situation again. I feel like this person sees you in their future. They could be spying right now, thinking about you, and maybe having a bit of cloudy judgment as to how to kind of move this forward. I feel like this person's in that thinking phase. I do feel like this person's been in the thinking phase for quite a while, but they might be coming towards you pretty soon. I feel like they realize that they're longing for you. I feel like they realize that, I don't want to say obsession in a bad way. I do feel like the heart wants what the heart wants. And I feel like in this particular situation, they're longing for you. And I feel like you might be longing for them as well. And I feel like maybe people are saying it's some sort of obsession. But like I said, I just feel like it's one of those situations where it's like written in the stars and the heart wants what it wants. I hear period, end of discussion. So it's like, or period, point blank. I feel like that's kind of what it is. One or both could be feeling drained or exhausted from this situation. One of you could actually be feeling the other's exhaustion when it comes to this situation. Yeah, there might be some withdrawn energy, or this is past. We do have the divine masculine, so that I feel like what is needed in this situation is that action-oriented energy. So with that divine masculine energy, we did have that yin and that yang, so it is a beautiful balance. I feel like this person sees a divine other half in you, no matter what label they put on it, whether it's soulmate, twin flame, divine counterpart. There's something more here, and I feel like both feel it very deeply. Yeah. Some might be telling the other that, or they might have people around them telling them that they're obsessed or in some way or something like that. But I don't feel like that's what it is. That might be another thing too. One or more of these, either the masculine or the feminine energies might be kind of off within a person. They could be acting all out of ego, or maybe they were in the past, or all out of being completely submissive. So that, and I feel like this is two very normal people who are probably navigating spiritual awakenings as they're trying to navigate commitments and relationships as well, which is, there's a lot going on behind the scenes when you're going through the awakenings and the spiritual stuff, plus having to live that everyday life and be present there as well. So I do feel like it has that type of, I just want to say peace was in reverse. I feel like this is something that when it's not in balance, that peace is missing. And then there's chasing and it goes back and forth. I feel like things just need to come into balance here. I do feel like they will be coming in balance. I still think this commitment is something that will come about if the two of you can open up and be vulnerable with each other. And someone needs to take the action steps to open up the doorway if this is what they truly want. And I feel like, yes, that possibility is still there. I think intuitively, one or both of you know that the chemistry is still there and that the possibility is still there to create in this situation. Gorgeous energy. I love this. Does look like a divine union. Now, it is a timeline thing. You could be at the beginning of this. You could be at the end of this, coming into a union very soon, or kind of in the midst of it, still learning and growing and experiencing. So it's going to be a little different for everyone. And I feel like you might know where you're at. I'm going to do one of these. Okay, I'm going to do this one, apparently. It says, beware of what you are projecting, for the qualities you admire in one another are the qualities you both possess. Equally so, the qualities you don't like are also your own reflection. And I'm tethering that back to the very last reading. I do feel like this is kind of that situation. Like I said, navigating that spiritual energy, I feel like and that mirroring energy that's kind of going on in these soul connections, I feel it can be very confusing. We do have healing at the bottom. So it says, imagine yourself and your beloved surrounded by light, feeling your relationship being healed at this very moment. Maybe one more. Okay, friendship. It says, nurture the bonds of friendship within your relationship and your love life will dramatically improve. Perhaps this situation, the door needs to be open to friendship, to build that really strong foundation and to create that intimacy between two loving, caring, kind, compassionate hearts. I do feel like that could be a very necessary thing in this situation for both to feel comfortable moving forward. Okay, let's see. Excuse me 1 second. Okay, so we did have a G that was kind of off to the side. That could be for someone. I hear the name Blair. I hear Jesse and Justin. I hear James and Joseph or Joe. Somebody could be in their 40s or 40. I hear the name Dawn. I hear Victor and Victoria. I hear the name Jeff, but I hear Jeff with a G. So that could be for someone specific. I feel like somebody's going to be celebrating. I see the woo. Somebody might be celebrating. And I do kind of feel like it's in connection with love and a relationship, or maybe something finally taking flight. So somebody could be celebrating that soon. Could be as soon as this weekend. Something, I do see JJ here. And I hear John. There are 3 E's here. Could be significant. Somebody could have first and last name in E. I hear last name A as well. I hear Liz. Okay, I think that's good for now. I hear Louie and Lewis as well. All right, let's see. All right. Okay. Yeah, we definitely have love coming in, and I mean really good love too. It might be a situation from the past that needs to be cleaned up, but I do feel like it'll come out sparkling. There could still be growth and luck here. I feel like it's going to feel lucky that something comes towards you. You know, you might even be cleaning up your past to step into something new. This could be a new partner coming in or an old one. I do feel like the two of you are energetically going to be along the same page, or at least have almost nearly on the same energetic platform, or one is ascending as well. I do feel like this is 2 ascending souls, so 2 on a spiritual path. Yeah, there's a lot of growth to be had here between these 2. And I feel like this is being overseen by divine. So this is a divine counterpart connection coming in. This could be for any one of you. I do feel like if you've been kind of tying up loose ends and really cleaning up the way you see love and relationships, I do feel like you might be lucky in love very soon and get to grow in love with someone very, very special coming up. Gorgeous energy. I love that. Okay. That is what I have for you all. Thank you so much for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you all next time.